Is Hakainde Hichilema against Zambia's constitutional reforms? And why does he say Africa needs leaders to run their countries like CEOs? Can the United Party for National Development survive without him? And how can the World Economic Forum help advance Africa's development? What time is it? It's question time. Hello and welcome to the show. My name is Mpho Tseidu. The political and socio-economic climate in the southern African country of Zambia continues to be characterized by a weak economy, falling coal price, as well as deteriorating infrastructure. Economic challenges and unemployment were key campaign priority areas during last year's presidential elections, or rather during the last presidential elections that saw Patriotic Front's Edgar Lungu elected to replace the late President Michael Sata. The United Party for National Development multi-millionaire leader Hakainde Hichilema, HH as he is popularly known, lost the vote to President Lungu by just under 2%. Hichilema castigated the polls as a sham, alleging irregularities and vote rigging. Meanwhile, Zambia's Young African Leaders Initiative has blamed HH for playing double standards on the issue of constitutional reforms. This is question time, and remember that we are a live program. Therefore, you can air your views on the following numbers. If you're calling us from within South Africa, 089 110 4210. And if you're calling from outside the borders of the country, 002789 110 4210. The numbers are on the screen. My guest, the man himself, Hakainde Hichilema, is the leader of the United Party for National Development. And on the line, we should be joined by Andrew Ntewewe, who is the president of Young African Leaders Initiative, YALI. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Paul, and good day, listeners.
I must say that you are one of the richest people I've ever spoken to. What kind of a politician are you who's so wealthy?
I think maybe that's, Paul, not too important in relative terms. I think the most important thing is that what can we do together? Mm-hmm. We, the peoples of Africa, to help our citizens who have no opportunity for a better life. I think that's extremely important to us.
Yes. Yeah. Now, doesn't it disturb you that you are leading a political party which is supposed to be representing the poor, yet you are very wealthy?
I think the opposite is actually correct, in the sense that we should see politics as a service to the population. We should not see politics as a source of livelihood. I think that's what we need to change. Africa must agree that we need a new generation of leaders that seek public office to better the lives of people, to create opportunities for the people, not for themselves. And I think, sadly, this is what is obtaining in many African countries. We need to move away from there.
Okay. I'm going to talk about perhaps the role of the opposition in Zambia, but I just want to get this thing out of the way. You know that a lot of people have been talking a lot in Zambia about how corrupt you are yourself.
That's news.
How did you amass the wealth that you have?
I think, Paul, far from that assertion, far from it. The issue is really for creating opportunities for other young people.
Yes.
To have the opportunities that we had.
Exactly.
And that...
the reason why I'm asking this question is because I think you are a role model to a large extent, because Zambians would love to know, how can a 53-year-old man be as rich as you are?
Well, look, first you must consider these things in relative terms. You must know that there are a lot of richer people out there who are much younger than me. I think the important thing is that those countries where such people come from have created opportunities for their people. And I think that's the most important thing, to give our young people the best inheritance. What is that? Education. Give them a skill set that delivers an opportunity for them to compete in the job market, for them to have an opportunity to do business.
Yeah, but
I think that's the most important thing.
But surely you didn't get your wealth out of education. I mean, you have what? 90,000 cattle in central and southern provinces, valued at over what? 700 million rand. Ranches in Choma. You've got more than 20,000 animals in one ranch and 35,000 in other ranches. You are big.
I have consistently, though in a short space of time, said that's less important. I think it's
but
also
don't you
important.
think people should know how to make this money?
The issue, Mpo, is that the responsibility of anyone in public office is to create opportunities for their people to advance.
Okay.
That I think
But
what
how
is
do
most
I
important.
become an HH? How can I at my age be like you?
There will be no other Mpo.
Yeah.
That's not the way to look at things. The way to look at things is that we create opportunities for all.
Okay.
Those who seek those opportunities must find them. And for the young people, my dear friend, it starts with education, it starts with the skills. It then obviously prepares these young people to own an asset called education, called skills. That opens the door or the doors for them through employment or business opportunity.
Okay.
There is no other way, because any other way is not genuine, is not acceptable.
So it's not